But then speaking of this so-called TBR, I'm a clown. Like, I am sorry to say that, but it's straight up not good. I'm really in a mooding read. I'm reading a probably some of the nicest special editions I've ever seen. Welcome back to another video. My name is Ro, and today we are starting off week 3 of Bookopoly and the Magical Readathon. So today is actually Thursday. I forgot to start this vlog yesterday, so it is starting today. To be honest, I don't have much to update you on still. I am still reading Royal Assassin. However, as you can see, I am very close to the end. I have about 150 pages left currently. I'm hoping to complete that today, to be honest, especially on the way to and from D&D, as well as just before bed listening to the audiobook, or even like just finishing it off physically, because I know that'll be quicker than listening. It's going really well. It's one of those books where I don't really have thoughts partway through because it all comes together. It's a bit like Brandon Sanderson, or at least Mistborn in general, in that kind of sense. The fact that I'm struggling to have thoughts currently, other than Molly is fucking annoying. I'm just interested to see what the climax is going to be and how it's all going to come together again. So I will update you later on if I do finish this tonight. If not, I will definitely finish it tomorrow in the day, which means I can start the beautiful ones tomorrow evening on my Patreon sprints. It is down over there, I can't be asked to go and get it, but I really want to start and finish that because it is so short that it will make me feel a lot better about being behind on my TBR. So just in this opening clip as well, I have just got a package. So I do know what this is. This is the Fairy Loot from Blood and Ash set. Yes, I did also buy the Illumicrate one. Don't at me. This one, or these ones, I remember I hate the actual covers, but the naked ones, compared to Illumicrate, I will get down the Illumicrate one to compare them. I found the naked spines were much nicer. So, and also with Illumicrate, like, they're selling the others later on when the 4th one comes out, whereas with Fairy Loot, they've just given you all 3. Oh, I've got peanuts everywhere. Oh, I remember now. I liked the stenciled edges for these, and I didn't like the stenciled edges for Illumicrate. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the edge. The stenciled edge is my favourite part of this. Just the back, the end papers, and the naked cover is also absolutely insane. And then there's art on the back. I don't know why this art isn't on the front, because this art, like, I'm sorry to say, it's shit. Like, I am sorry to say that, but it's straight up not good. The proportions are off, the face is off, even the colouring and like the shading is off. But, you know, we move. This is the sequel, so the second one. Again, lovely stenciled edge, end papers, and naked hardback, as well as amazing art on the reverse, which is much better than the art that's on the outside. Once again, the face is off, the colours and the shading are off, proportions not great. They do have sprayed the edges as well. And then the third one, I'd say that's probably the better of the 3. Is the first one? Okay, so for some reason the first and the third one are the same stenciled edge colour and only slightly different stencils. You can see like the leaves are slightly different on Crown of Gilded Bones, but they're the same colour. And let's see the inside. So that's the inside. The cover, naked cover, and then lovely art on the reverse. So personally, I will be throwing these dust jackets in the bin. I will not be using them. So just a super quick comparison for you. The front cover of the Illumicrate, I'm pretty sure that's Merwild, and the don't know who this is, not going to say their name, please don't go look them up or, like, you know, tag them in anything like this if you don't like their art. They don't deserve that, but I mean, you can see the difference. Even the foiling on this cover is much better. However, And the back, I much prefer the back of the Illumicrate. However, comparing the stenciled edges, I don't like a coloured in page and then a stenciled edge. I just think it looks much cleaner. Normal white pages and then a stencil. I think this looks much cleaner on the Fairy Loot one. Let's take out the naked hardbacks and have a little comparison. Now, these aren't too bad, to be fair. These are the spines. So this gold one here is the Fairy Loot and this one is the Illumicrate. And there we are again. This is the Illumicrate and this is the Fairy Loot. Now, I do quite like seeing, you know, this has kind of become a Fairy Loot thing. They've had it on a few of their monthly books where they just have like a portrait foil, but I do also really like this, not gonna lie. The back of that as well has a back, whereas this doesn't. So two very different versions, and I like different parts of both of them. So essentially what I'm gonna do is display the Fairy Loot ones naked, kind of probably out on the side, maybe one of these facing outwards, and then most likely going to keep the dust jacket on the Illumicrate ones and have them facing outwards. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to buy the sequels to these, because I quite like having this one copy kind of face out. I want to see what the sequels are going to look like first, because I don't like the stenciled edges, but I do like the stenciled edges on this. This is off. Can you see that this has been printed like off to the side? This is the Fairy Loot one. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully find a way to maybe frame these dust jackets as art. I don't know how to do that, or how, like, I'll just have to Google a frame, but I think these look much better as a framed art. I mean, then they get seen, obviously, but I think they look really bad from the front, so just lovely from the back. I don't regret buying both. I'm quite happy with them, to be honest. Not too bad. I'm actually really happy that I bought both, especially the items that we got in the Illumicrate box as well. The Fairy Loot ones I'm super happy with, other than the front covers, but because I have the Illumicrate front cover, I'm not bothered. I'm going to frame those dust jackets. So it's all worked out in the end, guys. I do love this series. It's not a 5-star all the way through. I gave them 4.54, but it's a fun romp. One of my favourites, just like I could reread anytime. And yeah, that's it for this clip really. I'm going to go back to college online now. And I will be doing D&D this evening, but hopefully I will get a little bit more Royal Assassin read in my break, as well as on the way to D&D and just after work and stuff. And I'm really hoping to finish it. Want to get it done, finally. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Hello friends, it is lunchtime on Friday. I finished Royal Assassin last night. I gave it 4 stars. I really like the audiobooks. I think I'm going to continue listening to the audiobooks and reading along with my physical edition of Assassin's Quest next month. The second book was definitely not as good as the first one. Like, I did still enjoy the politics, I still enjoyed the world, I still enjoyed the characters and like where the story as a whole is going. But I felt like in the first book there were like a few more twists and it was a bit more emotional for me personally, whereas the second book was not really that emotional. It was just, it was fine. Like, it was really good, but like at the same time there's nothing I can really say about it, if that makes sense, which makes it sound bad. It's not bad in any way. I did really enjoy it. I really enjoyed reading it, but it's more of like an experience. I don't know how to say this. And it's more of like an experience of reading it. I can't really tell you anything that happened anyway because it would spoil it. I enjoyed Fitz's character development. I hated his love interest. I think everyone agrees on that. Enjoyed the new animal companion that shows up. Enjoyed his relationship with Verity, like how that's developing, his relationship with Shrewd, even his relationship with the Fool, like how that's going. Like, I enjoy all of Fitz's interactions and like him growing up and like him interacting with everyone and his relationships all just developing, and like him as Chivalry's son like what that means to other people as well as himself and stuff like that. So I did really enjoy that part of the book, but like the twists and turns weren't quite there for me like they were in the first one, especially with like the emotions as well. Still excited to pick up the third one because the end of Royal Assassin was quite like wild. It was quite good. I'm so excited to pick that up next month. I'm not like, oh my god, I need to read it now though, which is good because I have a TBR. But then speaking of this so-called TBR, I'm a clown. I've decided to pick up The Grace of Kings by Ken Liu on Kindle Unlimited, if anyone's interested. A Chinese fantasy political book. It's won Hugo, Nebula and World Fantasy Awards, and I've seen some people like raving about this like a few years ago. It came out like 2015, so like quite a while ago now. But I don't know if you guys have seen, but The Broken Binding, which is like a kind of new on the scene bookshop, similar to like Goldsboro. Well, they're trying to be like similar to Goldsboro in that they're doing like reprints of series and like doing really cool stenciled edges and sprayed edges and stuff. So they did Malice first by John Gwynne, or the Faithful and the Fallen series. And I purchased the first book to that because I had not read Malice yet. So I was like, I'm not going to purchase the whole thing if I haven't read Malice yet. But with The Grace of Kings, Jordan will show you on screen, these are the stenciled edges that they have announced. And by the time you see this vlog, the sale will have already happened. But I want to read this because these are gorgeous. Like, they're gorgeous. Probably some of the nicest special editions I've ever seen. And this should be right up my street. You know, like, this is like a bit of me, as they like to say on Love Island. So I've been an absolute clown and started this instead of starting anything else. And this is like 600 pages. Anyway, it's fine. I hope to blast through this. I've got an hour and a half currently for lunch because I'm lucky. I'm gonna smash out some of this. I'm 5% in and that took me like half an hour-ish. So this might be like a 10-hour Kindle book, but I'm gonna smash out on sprints tonight as well. If I'm enjoying it. I'm only like 3 chapters in and currently it's, you know, it's pretty good. It's hooked me. Very political. I don't know how fantasy-ish it is, actually. I don't know about any magic systems or anything, if it has any at all. But it's just, it is right up my street, so hopefully I will enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to buy the editions. But if I do enjoy it, if it's at least a 4-star, probably going to buy the special editions. Or try to, or something. I don't know. I don't know how popular it's going to be, because I don't see many people speaking about this series, but then also Malice I saw loads of people speaking about before Broken Binding announced their editions, but then they didn't like sell out immediately or anything. It took them like a good couple of weeks to sell out of those, but those were like just solid sprayed edges, not this beautiful stenciled edge that I've showed you previously. So we shall see. They do also have lettered editions, but there's going to be what, like 26 of them or 52. If anyone doesn't know what lettered editions are, it's just like they do A, B, C, like they letter them literally. And you can have 52 if they have like AA, AB, AC, like that. I only learned that recently, so that's interesting. But I don't really want to buy the lettered editions because they're 50 quid more and it's just to have a letter. There's nothing else different about it. So ideally I will be able to get my hands on the normal special numbered editions. But if not, I don't think it's going to be a huge loss, to be honest. I mean, unless I completely fall in love with this and then I feel like shit about it. But it's fine. It wouldn't be the end of the world regardless, because it's just some books. So yeah, I'm going to go read this. I'm on my Patreon sprints tonight, so I will also see you again later. Bye. Hi friends, it is a wonderful Saturday morning. I got up super early. I say super early, the same as I usually do on other days, but that's early on a Saturday. I got 3 videos filmed, got some thumbnails done, and also started listening to Threadneedle on audiobook. So last night on my sprints, my Patreon sprints, I got up to 22% in The Grace of Kings. Going well so far, enjoying like the politics and the intrigue. A little bit slow, but it is a 600-page book, so I'm not too surprised by that, considering it's an adult fantasy. Still enjoying it so far though, hoping to even get more into it today. I also listened to a little bit of Threadneedle last night on audio, started it last night, listening to a little bit more today. Today I'm not going to study. Today I am going to let myself take part in the 24-hour magical readathon because, you know, self-care. And I also need to like get some reading done. And then I'll probably study tomorrow instead, once it finishes at 1 p.m. tomorrow. So it is 12:30 and in half an hour, the magical readathon 24 hours is going to kick off. So I'm going to try and get pretty much like as much reading done as possible, although I do have my gaming live show later on my Patreon, which will only be 2.5 hours, so not too bad. Hopefully everyone enjoys that, and we have a lot of fun. It should be really fun. I'm really excited, especially this is my first one. Oh, it's gonna be so good. That's pretty kind of much the update for today. Grace of Kings, I'm enjoying kind of the pacing. It's really weird because it's kind of skipping years, but I'm enjoying it. I've not really read anything like this before, and I'm just going to forgive myself for TBR stuff, and I'm just going to use the Grace of Kings and EOTV when I finish, just to replace some of the books on my TBR that I used. You'll see that in my wrap up though, so I'm not going to go into it too much now. I'm not doing too badly. I'm really in a mooding read. I'm really in a reading mood, so I'm gonna kind of crack my head down now and get a lot done, hopefully. We shall see. I'll see you later on. Happy Sunday! I have not read much at all this weekend. I've read up to 27% of Grace of Kings and I've read 25% of Threadneedle, and now I feel like going to Hobbycraft, so we're going to Hobbycraft. I will see you there. Friends, it is Monday, so it's nearly the end of week 3 of the Magical Readathon, and I've only read 3 books, so it's not going well. I have started 3 more, 2 of which are not on my TBR, and I think tonight I may start another that's not on my TBR because I got gifted the Way of the Argosy for the release of the Fall of the Argosy, which are the prequel duology to Spellslinger, and I'm doing like a little booktube vlog tour for that coming out, which isn't till mid-October, so like it's fine, like I don't have to read it now, but I'm just like, oh, I may as well read it now. Maybe I may read it now. I feel like I want to look good for that video because it's an ad video and I don't want them to see me looking like this if they watch it at Hotkey Books. So that's an option for tonight. I have listened to a bit more of Threadneedle today. It's going okay. It's not really gripping me much, but it is interesting. I'm enjoying the setting and I'm enjoying the magic kind of system. There's a lot less of, you know, ooh, people getting high on spells and clubs and stuff than I thought. I think I'm at like 40% and it's just a lot of school stuff. Like they're in 6th form, which I wasn't expecting for some reason. I thought they would be like in their 20s because they talk a lot about drugs and sex, but then teenagers do. I was the same at that age, so I don't know why I was surprised. I don't even know how it's going. It's going meh at the moment. It's not going good and it's not going bad, but I'm gonna power through and see if it gets better. I'm hoping it does. There's like a mystery happening as well, but I feel like it's possibly predictable. I'm not very intrigued by the mystery currently. Like some people have died and this and that, and oh, her aunt is a bit weird, and I'm explaining this very badly. Sprints tonight, final public weekly sprints. Obviously I will still do public ones on my channel occasionally, but not the regular weekly ones that you guys have been used to. All moved on to my Patreon. Don't really know what else to say because I don't have much to update you on. I am very sorry. I don't really know what I want to read tonight on sprints. I could continue Empire of the Vampire, but I'm feeling weird about reading stuff that's not on my TBR, but then I don't want to start another book because that's ridiculous. I did get to like 27% of the Grace of Kings to try and buy it, and then I didn't buy it because I only got 27% of the way in, but they haven't sold out or anything, but I feel like they'll sell out like fairly soon because there's not that many of them. So I might continue that. Might continue EOTV, might continue Threadneedle on audiobook. I genuinely don't know. I think I'm gonna have to just see how I feel later. I think I'm slumping. After reading so much in July and August, I think September is taking a little bit out on me, especially having started study this month. Don't think I realised how hard it was gonna be because I have to do full working days of study, even when I'm not in class. So like this week is a study week, self-study week, but I have to spend 8 hours a day studying because that's what's in my contract. So yeah, it's a bit of a rough week for me, guys. Bit of a rough 2 weeks, to be honest. I have exams a week tomorrow. I have 2 exams a week tomorrow. So basically all this week I have to spend most of my day studying. And then like I didn't do much studying today because stuff happened this morning that got me upset and like just anxious and stuff. It's not like a huge deal, but like it's something that takes it out of you. I'm sure a lot of you know and can relate, but it takes a lot out of you when you get that kind of stuff happening to you. So I got about 3 hours of studying today, need another 4.5 hours to make up for. So I'm hoping the rest of the week I will be fine and I can just catch up on those hours on the weekend, which I would be studying anyway since I have exams on Tuesday, so it's fine. Like everything's fine, everything's gonna be okay. I guess I will just have to update you later after sprints or tomorrow because I usually forget to update you straight after the sprints and then I update you tomorrow. We shall see what happens. Currently still not sure what I'm going to pick up and the sprints start in like 20 minutes. So there's that. I'll get everyone to pick for me. They're all going to pick Empire the Vampire though. Okay, see you later. Hi friends, it is Tuesday. Last night on sprints I got quite a good chunk of EOTV read. Haven't read anything else since because I've been studying loads today. But tonight I'm off to the theatre again to see Heathers with Soph. It's going to be a lot of fun. I might sit down and read for a bit now because I've done a lot of studying today, although I do need to finish a particular topic. So I might do that and then I'll be jumping on the train to Birmingham once more. And I'll be back late, so won't be doing much reading after that. And today is the last day of week 3. So I've, again, not made much progress, but it's fine because I've been studying loads. So at least there's that. I do want to go to the gym a bit more than I have been, but it's fine. I'm still juggling everything, trying to get everything in place, sorting out how my schedule's going. So it's all good. Having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. I'll see you later. Hey guys, just a quick little clip to finish off this vlog. I'm going to update you on everything I've done this week, well, everything I've read at least. So I'm currently still about 30% of the way through the Grace of Kings, and I did not mention, but I did cave to Jade and Press, and I bought the special editions from the Broken Binding, because I am really enjoying the book. I just haven't felt like picking up a big fantasy, as well as the other big fantasy I'm reading right now. So essentially, currently reading, I am 30% of the way through the Grace of Kings. I am nearly halfway on Threadneedle on audio, and I am also just about halfway on Empire of the Vampire as well. This one was the one that I was reading on my sprints on Monday, read about 100 pages, which I'm really pleased with. The illustrations are just incredible. Really enjoying it. Really enjoying Grace of Kings. Threadneedle is okay. Not really like gripping me as much as I thought it would. It's a lot more skewing towards YA than I thought as well, even though it's, well, they're like 16, they're in sixth form, but it's reading a lot younger than I thought it would. Considering in the synopsis, it talks about like, ooh, people in clubs get high on spells like drugs. Like, I feel like that was a big thing that I was like, ooh. And then like the stuff about libraries, like, oh, librarians can eat words and blah blah blah. We haven't really seen any of that, which is a little bit disappointing. It has been mainly about the main character and then like a bit about like the mystery of like some people being killed or whatever, which is fine. Like, it's fine, but if not, a little predictable. But we will see. I may be wrong about the predictions, so you never know. But yeah, I'm not too pissed off with myself. Considering I have like 6 more books that I was meant to read this month, I'm definitely not going to finish all of them because I have my exams on Tuesday. But I'm hoping maybe Tuesday night, I'm going to have Patreon Sprints with Spooks. Tuesday night, it's going to be read. Same with Wednesday and Thursday. Obviously, those are the last 3 days of September. And I won't have to study in those nights because it'll be my very first kind of starting another course. So I'm hoping I can just do a fuckload of reading in the last 3 days of September. God knows if that will happen. Please do not hold me to that. But yeah, that is it for this vlog now, guys. I know I haven't really been reading much the past 2 weeks, but I hope you've enjoyed seeing my little adventures and seeing me meeting up with Soph and going to the theatre and stuff. Hopefully that is alright as well. If you like this video, please do give it a like. Make sure you subscribe so you get more content from me in the future. Leave a little sparkle emoji if you were here but you didn't really have anything to say, but you wanted to let me know that you were watching. And make sure you check out all of my links in the description too, because in there is also my Patreon. And if you're not on my Patreon, then this is what you're missing out on. Hopefully. Oh shit, I'm in a level. Shit. Oh my god, please! Speaking of my Patreon, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who is at my deity tier. So that is Becca, Meg, Amy, Sarah, Lydia, Lisa, and Mercy. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Okay guys, I will see you in another video. Bye!